All right. Let's get everything up real quick and make sure it's working. All right. Twitch is up and working. I'm waiting on YouTube to connect. All right. Twitch is connect. YouTube is also connected. I don't think I'm going to stream on Twitch. Or I don't think I'm going to stream on TikTok, I mean. Actually, I might as well. Sorry, give me a second here. All right, so all right, give me just a second. We're getting everything working here. Looks like that's now working too. Good deal. All right, so everything should be up and running now. And then let me just put my text back real quick. Let me pin this stuff and we'll get into it. Sorry, I'm just doing a little bit of housekeeping real quick. Alright, back to the stream manager. And everything else is... I think everything else is running. Yep. Alright, good. Good deal. So that's working. Alright, let me clear off the chat. And then we'll just start tinkering around here. Alright. I think everything's good. Everything should be good. Alright, so... typically we've been doing classic adventures and stuff like that, but today it's gonna be a little bit different just because of the pre-patch being out. And it breaking everything, I figured, as opposed to just doing this off stream, I would at least just hop on just to have the opportunity to chat with some people if needed. But basically all we're gonna be doing is fucking around with the UI. So, yeah, that's literally all we're going to be doing today. And then we'll continue off with Classic tomorrow. So, make sure that's running. That's good. All right. So, downloaded a few add-ons, and now we're going to mess around with them and see what we have, see what we can do, and try to get things straight. So, I know I still need to download another unit frame add-on. But for now, this is what we have. So the main thing I'm going to work with is like the personal resource display that needed to be changed, which we downloaded an add-on for that. And then we have to mess around with the cooldown manager. So let's see. This is Arc UI. I'm not familiar with it, but it was recommended by Wowhead recommended it, I guess. So let's see. Our status always visible. The main thing I'd have to mess with is going to be like the cooldown manager. So let's get like just the general kind of stuff set up first. I think the cast bar's fine there for now. I do wish the Sensei one had its own cast bar in it, because it does not. Is there separate? No. Alright, so the health bar, X position, Y position, bar size 100, width mode. Manual. Oh, that's actually nice. You can sync it with your cooldowns. Alright. Layer the bars. Layer it on. That's fine. Alright, so bar settings. Fill in direction left to right. Faster updates, of course. Text settings. Resource number, yep. Oh, that looks good. I wish I could kind of close that out because it's in the way. Bar size is just... I know, that does it. That's fine. We'll leave it at 100, though, I think. The bars. Height 16. Height 16. Always visible. Let's see. Power color settings. Settings will open after leaving edit mode. Oh, okay. It's got its own separate menu. Getting a notification for that. Let's see. Boy, the pre-patch literally broke everything. Do. Jump on Quasi's video. Yeah, no, I love Quasi. I used his like Plater profile for a long, well, ever since I started following him. He has a really nice UI setup, but I like to have kind of like my own thing too. I'll typically like grab from other people and stuff. Because I think Quasi still uses like an LVUI thing too. The only thing I've used from him was just Plater. So I grabbed like a couple add-ons from like Wowhead suggested. But other than that, it was just other things I've seen from like Reddit posts and other blog posts and things like that. Frost runes, blood runes. Okay, yeah, so that's alright. Green for unholy. Okay, so that's all that does there. Without LVUI. It's got good tips and tricks. Okay, yeah, I might have to end up checking him out. I think I saw something about his, I think I'm going to end up going back to Plater. I'm going to look, because I'm playing around with, like, Platinator, I think is the one that I chose. Or is it Yeah, Platinator. So I chose that instead of Plater. But I saw one of his videos, he was talking about, like, there's kind of like a loophole-ish with Plater, where it'll still color, like, the nameplate mobs, like if it's a caster, a more important mob, or something like that. So I've got to go back and check that out and see. But I don't know what Platinator does either. The UI for the Platinator settings just kind of intrigued me and looked a little bit more user-friendly, so I went with that instead. All right. I like at least that it has X and Y settings, because one of my main issues with the edit mode is that it gets difficult. It's a pain in the ass to like actually center things. So with this, you can just literally just center it yourself. Okay, good deal. All right. So health, runic power, and then that's the runes. Ideally I wanted to, apparently you can use arrows on keyboards to nudge them. Yeah, you can, but it would just be helpful if it had like an X and Y like setting. You know, because then at least, then everything is completely uniform. So my main, like I was debating on whether or not to like start messing around with it with like as minimal add-ons as possible. But then like once I logged in and saw like everything that was just, I was just like, I'm already in CurseForge. I'll check out some of the new ones. And if I don't like them, then I'll just go back. Cause like on the beta, I don't have any add-ons on the beta. So literally I've only been using the default. So I'm familiar with that. What exactly we're supposed to do while waiting for the event next week. Whatever you've been doing for the past, I guess, like few weeks. Like personally, I haven't really been playing retail. I've been doing classic just because I've been kind of bored of the content and waiting. Housing intrigued me for a little bit, but I haven't put a lot of time into it. Not as much time as I had originally anticipated I would. So honestly, I wouldn't even be playing. Yeah, Legion Remix is gone too. So yeah, I mean, I don't really, I guess like what the event starts next Tuesday. So I guess the only thing you can really do is fix your UI. Other than that, I don't know. I wouldn't know what to tell you. So I liked the Arc UI for like the cooldown manager. It looked pretty neat, but I don't know about the settings yet. The menu I've briefly looked at and it's a little overwhelming, so that's going to take a little bit of time. I don't even know what box that is yet. Essential. This is utilities. Does Sensei do the cast bar? I don't think it does. No, it's not there. Options, add-ons, Sensei, that's just the power bar. Yeah, okay, so no cast bar. So we still have to use the default cast bar. Is this game not dead? No, bro, WoW is not dead. It's never been dead. Even played since like the first week of the War Within, came back for Legion Remix and bought Midnight. Well, I mean, that's a decent time to come back, I guess. The War Within Season 1 was pretty good. Personally, I think Liberation of Undermine was like the best content patch. I think that was the best content patch for the War Within. I wasn't a huge fan of the Nuremberg Palace, so other than like seeing the new zones and stuff like that at first, that was obviously really cool, but I wasn't overly impressed with Nuremberg. WoW won't be dead for a long time. WoW will never die. It'll never die. It's too big. Like, we can meme about it, of course, but it's not gonna die. Blood DK is good now. Maybe the best feeling tank after Prop Pally. You talking about from the from after the beta? I mean, I've biased. I've always loved Blood DK, and I've always played Blood DK. Other than the inability to run super high keys on it. I mean, personally, I'm biased, but I think Blood has always been the best. If you see how many people are Classic, it's insane. Oh yeah, no, I play Classic. I've actually been playing Classic since I've been waiting for Midnight to come out. Okay, this is the Arc stuff. Jesus. Yeah. You know, driving into the group, auto enables. So I couldn't debate on whether or not if I wanted to like keep the if I wanted to just do the cooldown manager, or if I wanted to play around with like the arc, like something else. Classic is best for old people who can't do mechanics. That's funny. But no, I think it's there's like this really weird tension between like classic Andes and retail Andes of like, you know, which one is better. They're both completely different games and they should be treated as completely different games. So you can't like I love classic. It's been a blast playing it, but I love retail too. But they're vastly different. Like I'm not playing retail for the same reason that I'm playing classic, and I'm not playing classic for the same reason that I'm playing retail. All right, so I just plugged in like a generic. This is just from Wowhead. I haven't even really looked at the stuff that they gave me for the most part. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's see what this has. Let's see what this looks like. So you can click on these two. Yeah, okay, so you can reorder it here. What is that? Just a drag. Okay, it says that at the top. That's essential. That's your buffs. That's your utility. Okay, so bars are there. Now, do I have to go and... Okay, CDM icons. Scan. Nothing, okay. Enable changes apply to all visible icons. It's just global options. This is just groups. It should be... Can I not? Icon cooldown 17. Is this for everything? Where's utility? Okay. Icebound. Flip whale. Where's dancing room? Dancing room, icebound. Well, the Forsaken is down there. Okay, yeah, so it's got all of it. And then if you click on it, then you can change the appearance, the positioning, the ready state on cooldown state. Okay, this actually has a lot of settings. This is a lot more than I thought it would have, actually. Okay. But it doesn't have Bone Shield up there, so... Why doesn't it have Bone Shield? Do I have to remove Bone Shield from a bar? Because it has... Is this the default Blizzard tracker? No. No, the cooldown manager, this is... I'm experimenting with a UI, or with an add-on. It's called Arc UI. So this is not the default cooldown manager. But at the same time, it's not like you can do a whole bunch of extra stuff to the cooldown manager. So... Arc UI is supposed to allow a lot more customization. And... Like on the regular cooldown manager, you can't individually place and move these icons, but with Arc UI you can. So it's one of the settings. I just turned it off. There's the borders, drag groups. What was it? It's not this. This is for the groups. Okay, so like that. So you can click and drag like each individual one. And I believe you can pull them... Yeah, you can pull them off and like out of the group and have it like floating or somewhere else specific. Remove right column. It's just a matter of like getting used to it. Okay, so that's all it does. So you can add really easily with that. Actually, you know what? I need to move. It is so... It's so loud in Dornegal right now. All right. Everybody's messing around with the training dummies. All right. Oh yeah. So I was looking at this. So Bone Shield, for instance, does not pop up. Dancing Rune Weapon pops up though, and that's got a bar. So why is the... Where is the icon at? Is it all visible? No. 17 icons. Oh, bars. Okay. The auras must be enabled. Okay, okay, okay. So if I remove this from... Remove from bar. I just have to figure out where that placed it at. It's probably not displayed. Yeah. Add detract buffs. So now... it's still not there. Available auras. Let me see. Let me reload and see if it changes it. Like, one of the main issues I had with, like, the cooldown manager, especially for, like, blood DK, is, like, for... Oh, okay, it just re-shifted everything and put it back. Okay, that was kind of annoying. I can't remember what the, what's the CDM? Is it CDM? No. Jesus. It's so annoying having to relearn. Like, having to relearn. Okay, assign to track buffs. We're going to put it there. You're smart, tired to play. Wow, you make me feel like I'm playing like a bum. No, just we're professional gamers, so we have to look the part. That's all. You know, it's kind of like a Zoom meeting. Like, the top is strictly business. You know, down the bottom, I'm wearing, you know, comfy PJ pants and, you know, I'm relaxed. Actually, they're joggers. They're not PJ pants, but still. Okay, so track buffs is up here now, so that's no longer a bar. Okay, I'm going to save it. And I want to see if it resets again if I reload. I can rate that. I'm in Cheetos. I'm a Cheetos in my crotch type gamer. Hey. No, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, if I had like tater tots available, I'd have some in my pocket. So, all right, yeah. So that fixed it. So, I guess I just had to save it and then go back to it. And then, is it going to populate here, or is it still at bars? It's going to still be at bars. That's weird. It's not on. It's not as a bar though. Which is better for you, retail or classic? Which one is better for me? It kind of depends on what I want to do. I like retail for what it is, but I get bored of retail after about week 12. And then I have to find something else to kind of do. So then I like to play classic. I've started playing classic and I'm leveling it. And now that's kind of what I am going to be planning on doing for like the rest of any downtime or something. Used to love retail. It's classic mod for me now. Because retail is just too much. And just for transmogs. Yeah, I get that. Retail is, I mean, it can be for sure overwhelming. I'm not really into like the whole playing of the classic remasters though. Like, I'm doing the classic era because I never played classic. But it's like, what you have anniversary went to TBC, so I'm not interested in playing that because I played during the TBC. I played during Wrath, so I'm not interested in playing that again. And then I played, you know, Kata and Mop. So I can't get into like playing the stuff that I had already done. Okay. So I wonder why this still pops as a bar. Create stack bar, create duration bar. But it should be on here. Okay, no, that's only... Okay, so this is only cooldowns. None of this is... It's not an actual buff. That's why it's separate. I got it now. It's a Vanity project now. Retail looks the best. Digital mount match. It's an ego trip. I don't know, man. I mean, I find like the rating and stuff to be super satisfying. Like, I'm super excited that they purged a bunch of these add-ons, the combat add-ons. Because I'm not a fan of them. But I like like Mana Forge Omega, like the raid and having to execute the mechanics and stuff, I think it's great. Like just personally. Mythic Plus, I'm kind of meh about. Like I'm not a fan of like never-ending scaling content. I think that's horrible. So like I'll occasionally do Mythic Plus, but like the people that go hardcore into that, I don't see the appeal personally. I don't like the idea of like not being able to beat something. Like a raid you can beat. Mythic Plus you can't really beat because it just continuously scales. But the overall community is not for me. Well, yeah, I mean, if you can't find like a guild or something, if you can't find a guild, then I don't think retail is as appealing. And that's coming from somebody who literally pugs everything too, though. So I'm hoping to raid a little bit more in season 1 of Midnight with the guild I'm in. But if the timing doesn't align again, then I'm just gonna end up pugging. And I mean, it is what it is. I do it for, like I said, I have like a bandwidth of about like 10 to 12 months, 10 to 12 weeks of retail, and then I get bored and I have to move on. So missing no community with updates. They remove the need for communication. So reputation doesn't matter. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, everything is cross-instanced and, you know, cross-server and yeah. I mean, it's basically a, I mean, it's just in-game, right? So you sit in the city until your queue pops and then you run whatever you're trying to run and then you move on to the next one. So unless you have like a core group of friends or like an active guild that you play with, yeah, I mean, retail WoW feels super empty. It's definitely not as satisfying in that sense. Yeah, so the settings here are just a little misleading. I don't like how it locks out there. Okay. Those are essential. These are utility. So essential will be here. And what I want to do this. I need to bring up a picture of like of what Luxos looked like, just so I can kind of mimic it. What add-on is this? If you're talking about like the cooldown manager right now, that is Arc UI. So it's a customization add-on for the cooldown manager. All right, let me open this up real quick. Because I do need like a picture reference actually. Detail, screenshots, and okay, so it was just straight up all the way across. That works. All right, so essential cooldowns. Let's see, Morrowind. I'm trying to remember how I did this previously. Why is Icebound Fortitude up here? That's fine, actually. Yeah. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Heartstring. Oh, no, that's Vampiric Blood. This is Blood Boil. Then we'll go. That's right. Consumption is back. I need to do one more. Vampiric Blood and Dancing Rune. So I'm going to put everything on one line. I actually don't think I should do Merwin there. I might have to play around with that. I might end up dipping out on Merwin because I don't need... We'll see what it looks like with... whatchamacallit? With the Bone Shield buff. So the buffs here... I don't know if I want to do bars on some of this or not. I need to get rid of some of those because, like, Purgatory, I don't need that. Blood Draw, don't need. I do need Death and Decay. I'm just getting back into WoW, and holy shit, I'm lost. Yeah, I imagine so. At least, like, if you had been away from WoW for a while and you came back, basically nothing had changed for the most part, like in terms of like how the stuff looks. But now with like all of their UI enhancements for Midnight, it's like, whew, it's a little bit of a change up. A little bit of a change up. All right. These are utility. Utility is going to go on the bottom. And I think okay, we're just going to pull Bone Shield off because I don't need it there. I can't remember if the buffs are going to display. And then the thing is I have to do this for like every single spec. In terms of like reordering. But I should be able to like, I'm pretty sure with Arc you can take like your general layout of where the bars and stuff are, and then that will transfer over for each spec. The abilities and stuff will change. Let's see. None of the Midnight quests are out yet, are they? Other than housing. There is a quest. I can't remember if I did it on this character. This is different. Neighborhoods. I might have already done it on this one. There is it depends on when you've played. There was a quest, like part of the story that just came out with the last content, the last mini content patch, and that had like a little mini story. But other than that, like no, nothing else has come out yet. The pre-patch event doesn't start until next Tuesday. Does everybody show the time countdown on your cooldowns? Does the cooldown manager does it? Does it have text? I thought that the default cooldown manager had text. I don't have it loaded up right now, so I can't exactly tell. I'm pretty sure it had text. I want to say there was an option for it. Say I don't remember right off the top of my head right now. Now can I change like the size of this one? Okay, so if you double click, then you can individually edit it. Maybe? Yeah. Okay, so you click at the bottom and then you can actually choose which one to edit. Gotcha. Nice, thank you. I'm liking the new UI stuff. I hated getting add-ons. I personally did not like the add-ons either. Well, let me rephrase that, because like if you're familiar with Luxthos, he had a weak aura pack that was basically very similar to like what you're seeing like right here with like your health, your resource bar, and then you had your cooldowns and stuff. I was a massive fan of that as being like my general HUD. So I'm very upset about losing that. But in terms of like not having add-ons being able to tell you how to perform mechanics and to read that kind of information, I am all for it. So my original plan with Midnight was to go in completely without any add-ons, like other than like, you know, like general stuff like Auctionator, stuff like that. But there's still some limitations to the default UI. So if you look down like in the bottom right here, or you're on TikTok, so I don't think you can see it actually. Sorry. Let me pull it. I'll put it on my screen. So I kept details because the Blizzard damage frames, I love the look of them. I actually really love the aesthetic of them. But the only way you can move it is in edit mode. So every time, so like if I'm going to be in combat and I want to move my damage meters and stuff, I have to open up edit mode and then move it that way. It's not just a free click and drag. So I kept the details just because I don't have to be in any edit mode. I can literally just grab this shit and move it around. And I wish that the Blizzard UI allowed more so of that. Or at least for like certain things, if they could like add a toggle, so it's like, you know, can be interacted with without the edit mode window, or it can be locked if not in edit mode. I think that would be a great improvement. So that's literally the, so I ended up like caving and downloading some of the add-ons and stuff. Bet in time they will. I think they will. They've made a lot of improvements. I mean, I'm all for it. The UI and stuff it's much more appealing now. You said you use Domino's for your bar. So I use Domino's for classic, but I feel like the edit mode for retail is the exact same. This is all this, like, this is strictly Blizzard default down here. That's all this is. My action bars have no add-ons at all. Like, I don't think Domino's really does anything that the Blizzard default doesn't do. Other than maybe like a simpler click, whatchamacallit, click your keybinds. Like, you can hit the button and then you can just start doing your keybinds by hovering over it. That like maybe the only difference. Okay, so let me see. So Bone Shield. This was like my main reason for wanting to get like Arc UI, was specifically for my Blood Decay, because I don't like how they handle the Bone Shield. Actually, I need to think about this because I reported this multiple times, and did they fix it? Consumption. Is Essence of the Blood Queen on here yet? Stasis, Empiric, Crimson Scourge, Voracious. Why is that still not on here? That's mildly infuriating. I have reported this like multiple times. Yeah, it's not on here. Like, Essence of the Blood Queen is a thing. They didn't remove it. Essence of the Blood Queen. That's a little infuriating. All right, thank you, Angry Ginger. Appreciate you stopping in. Have a good day at work. That's mildly infuriating that they still do not have that as a trackable buff. Okay, so let me see. And then, okay, yeah, bet. You can just do... when group scale override is on, all icons follow the group scale by default. Disable this to use a custom per icon scale instead. Okay, cool. And I can scale. Oh, bet. Okay. I need to hit a training dummy real quick. I'm gonna lag like a motherfucker up here because everybody's up here throwing spells around. All right, so if I... Okay, cool. Yeah. So I can track my bone shields like that. Let's go. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. That has 2 charges. Highlights it. This is just a placeholder, so I've got to scale everything appropriately. Okay, bet. Yeah, that's huge. That's nice. That's not much different than like how Weak Auras was set up, honestly. Okay, cool. So Bone Shield. All right. Yeah. So honestly, this makes like Arc UI probably the best add-on to have for the cooldown manager. You can change the proc glow, the border. Good deal. Okay, yeah, this works out great then. Okay, so let's see. Then we have utility down here. We will go for... All right, so we're zoomed out, right? Yep. The only thing I need to do... I'll reorder some of these too. All right. Let's see. Utility. grid settings, columns, column right, lock the grid size. Nope, that's fine. Layout settings, there's the scale. Okay. I don't know what the default was. Let's change that. There's the scale. Scale's 28. Let's go 30. We'll do essentials. It's 36. Let's do 30. And then buffs will also be 30. All right. That's fine. Let's go back into edit mode. And you do drag these down. I kind of wish I could anchor them all together. Bar style. Text, font, bar settings, height, width, width mode, bar size. You can't do any of that. Hide while mounted. Export, import. Okay. What kind of bar styles do they have? Sight, bold, 1 pixel, thin, Blizzard Classic, Classic thin, none. We'll just do thin. Keep it simple. Use class color. Yes. Yes. Okay. Good deal. So then it's just a matter of to recenter this again. 0. Width mode, sync with essential cooldowns. So if I move this down, will it sync, or is that only with the default? Okay, please stop snapping. All right, we'll do that. We'll just do... And then I have to expand that out. So let's move this down now. Okay, they don't snap together. Okay. That's... Where's that? It's not as bad. It's affected by blood plague. Now, can I hide those if they are not being... Okay. It's got to be resources, right? And it's... No, it's buffs. Auras must be enabled. They are. Available auras. Coagulating blood is there. Blood shield. Can create stack bar or duration bar. Okay, that does... Missing setup. Let's see. Okay. You logged in, got overwhelmed by all the changes, then I logged back out again. Shoot, I logged in and my UI was like gone. And I was like, well, that's interesting. Guess I don't have any choice now. It's been a minute since I played retail. I was like, yeah, I'll just maybe I'll jump back in and I was thinking about like whether or not I was going to stream Classic today, and then I was looking at, I logged on the retail just to like check out the user, the interface and all that kind of stuff, and then I was like, okay, I really need to devote some time to like getting my UI straight. And then I was like, well, you know what, we'll just jump on and just, you know, stream it, why not? Because I'm basically gonna be fucking around with this all day. Okay, so both of those are completely movable. Stacks, duration. Okay, it changes based off of that. There is so much. Can I delete that? Yeah. Okay, I can delete that. Okay. Create a bar that fills based on a stack count. Okay, got it. Create a bar that depletes as the buff expires. Can't even play the game right now? Well, can't play it until you redo your UI. Okay, so duration bar would be for like death and decay. A stack bar would be more beneficial for like bone shield, but I'm just gonna leave bone shield as a floater. So how do I disable the bars there? That's through the cooldown manager, isn't it? So I guess maybe I should just or yeah, because if I need LVUI stat. Didn't they update LVUI to go with it though? Do they have a new UI they implemented in game that works like LVUI? I mean, if you haven't been in the game, they've like did like a complete overhaul of most of the UI stuff. So your frames are a little different. I mean, I personally don't even know what LVUI kind of did because I never used it. So it would probably be I couldn't give you like an honest opinion on what they did to like kind of replaced it. It's kind of annoying. So this is still with the regular cooldown manager's bars. Maxed out remix and got duelist this season. Now you have zero interest in playing. Yeah, I mean, logging in and having like your UI being wiped out if it was all add-on based is kind of disheartening. It's mildly annoying. Mildly annoying. Is that a green screen? Maybe. As I heard, will be after midnight release before LVUI is up and working. Really that long? I mean, they've had like, or no, LVUI planned on like not continuing development, right? So I guess that would have delayed it if then they decided they were going to do it again. You don't play the game, but literally have no interest in using Blizzard's dog shit uniforms. They're sufficient. They are sufficient. Like, I've played enough with it on the beta on my Resto Shaman. It was, I mean, I haven't really done any of the raids healing, but in terms of like running dungeons and stuff, I much prefer Cell because of like the way it looks and everything. But I mean, it was completely manageable. I had like a few gripes about it, but I mean, overall, it was fine. TikTok has a clip of your UI. Yeah, no, I know their unit frames was one of the major points of emphasis on the forums and stuff. I've been paying attention to it. So I think they're listening to the feedback. I mean, it's going to get better. I think there will be another raid frame improvement before midnight launches. I mean, I get your frustration. I do. But like I said, I mean, I've been playing the beta and the PTR without like add-ons. And I mean, for healing, it was the default raid frames were really sufficient. I didn't have any issues really. Like it's not the most ideal. It's not, it's not Cell. I love Cell. I'm hoping Cell gets upgraded for midnight, but it has not yet. There's gonna be some growing pains. It really will be. Oh, I have to go back into this. So get rid of Purgatory because I don't care about tracking it. I'm not really worried about blood draw either. See. So dancing room weapon is great. I don't know if I want to keep that there or if I want to just have a timer on the bar. I guess I should look and see what it looks like. No, I know you don't have a target. Okay, so Death's Advance highlights it like that and then has a timer. What does it look like with Dancing Rune Weapon? Does it do the same thing? Yes, it does. Okay, so then it just highlights it and goes. That works. I can manage with that. I can manage with that. So I can take this off. What about Death and Decay? Pops down. It has a timer. Ground effect's still there. 0 ground effects gone. And then that is for the cleaving strike. And it works the same way there too. Okay, so I don't need that bar. And I'm assuming Icebound Fortitude is going to work the same. Highlights it. Okay, cool. So I don't need bars at all, actually. Awesome. That actually works better because the regular cooldown manager did not. I had to have the bars on like the beta and stuff in order to help keep track of the timer. It was not as clear. So Arc UI definitely clarifies the cooldown manager here. So this is probably going to end up being my default. Then the main thing I need to do is, so for buffs, assign track buffs. It is on tracked buffs. So you could remove it. Okay. I don't need that. Blinding Sleet will stay. Blood Shield. What did that do to my bar? If I add that. Okay, so it adds to the left. Me. Okay, and then it's too many, so it disappeared. Right? So if I pull this up and down, yeah, okay. So we need to go all the way out. We'll make these even. Yo, what do you think of blood? I'm unholy right now. Honestly, I mean, I feel like you're just gonna have like a super biased opinion from me. I love blood. I've always loved blood. I play blood every season, so you know, you would have to ask somebody who regularly rotates between the tanks. Like if you want a more like objective opinion. So it's very hard for me to kind of say. Like even if blood like sucked, I would still play it just because I love it. DK is your least favorite melee class, you think? Really? Yeah, I guess just use your preference. SV Hunter is my least favorite melee class. Doing all of them. Okay, see, I'm not familiar with Frost. So, I don't know. I mean, just from playing, I haven't really noticed a whole lot of difference with it. I mean, I think you have like a slightly... You have like what, 1 or 2 different keybinds? Like less. Okay, so you have at least 1 less keybind to have to worry about. I want to say it's 2. But that's pretty much with like most classes. Unholy Craze right now, but I haven't tried Frost. They just did some more alterations with the last beta build on, or the last PTR build for Unholy because it was so strong. I don't know how I feel about Unholy yet. I think I actually think I like Unholy more now with not having to worry about Festering Strike, but I'm not completely solid yet. When you're in place, when you consider it. Yeah, I was memeing. Like, melee hunters are a meme in my opinion, so it was just a really, yeah. Frost is very bursty, but I haven't tried it with a new patch. Frost is a cool spec on DK. Ah, that's subjective. That's subjective. You know what would be really cool? Frost tanking would be cool. No, seriously. Let me see. What was I getting ready to do? Because I just added a bunch of shit up here. Remove that. That's fine. And if no, because that has to be tracked because it's off the menu now. So I actually plan on playing Frost in the War Within. Or I'm sorry, Midnight Season 1. Jesus. War Within's over. Because that's the only spec that I haven't really dove into yet. We're going to keep that there. Used to only play Frost, but survivability is garbage. Is it really? Don't but you have pretty much like the same defenses from Frost that you do as Unholy, right? I mean, I feel like DK is one of like the highest surviving melee classes in the game. Unholy has great sustain. Oh yeah. Unholy has healing. Does Frost not have any self-healing as much? I need to try Frost because I actually I think you look more badass when you're dual wielding, personally. So I do want to try it. Like I said, I'm gonna try it for season 1. Not as much, very little. I got you. Now Frost tends to pump though. All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to drop out Morrowind, actually. So, let me see. This is the groups, columns. Container padding is fine. The scale is 30. Width is 36. That's 36. I think utility is... No, utility is the same as well. Utility can't be the same. It's smaller. Or is it just perspective? No, it's smaller. Scale 30. You fuck with Destro Lock? No. I'm super... I get locked into my classes. So, like before... well, I'll just say. I've played DK ever since I came back. So Blood and Unholy, I've been playing since Dragonflight. I briefly played Arcane Mage. I briefly played Resto Druid. I briefly played Holy Priest. What else did I do this season? Shaman. Shaman is like my new favorite. So I have not yet decided on what I want to play for Midnight. I'm slowly rotating through like all of the classes. And I don't know yet. I was debating on doing a warrior for Midnight Season 1, focusing on warrior, and then I'll focus on something else for Season 2. Your first class ever was a Destro Lock? Oh, nice. Just about the update. It was macro and PvP set up for every class, dude. No, I get it. I get it. Yeah, no, I think this season I'm going to end up playing a warrior. I think I'm going to do Death Knight, Shaman, and warrior. Bro, what is that tie knot? It is a pre-tied knot. And it has been tied for probably a year because tying ties is a pain in the ass. So, I mean, if you would, I mean, I would love for you to come and like do it for me, please. Yo, thank you for the heart. Ithamin. be back, but what a rip. It's gonna be okay, man. I promise. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Blood DK raids and then pluses, huh? Yeah, dude. Blood DK is awesome. I fell in love with the DKs as soon as they came out in Wrath, and I've literally never stopped playing one. How am I liking the class changes? So with the classes that I play, I am all for it. I like the scaled back approach. I don't like having so many. So, well, actually, okay. It kind of depends. On my Death Knight, I love it. I like the change. I'm all for it. On my Resto Shaman, I'm kind of meh. I don't really. I'm glad I don't have like 30 keybinds on my Resto Shaman now, but at the same time, I'm kind of upset that I don't have 30 keybinds on my Resto Shaman, if that makes sense. I feel like I lost a lot of utility. And then was going crazy. You're a rep main. I got you. Dude, I haven't played Hunter since Dragonflight. 1 billion damage in every BG. It was killing healer. Comps at 2k, double DPS. See, I don't PvP, though. That's one thing I haven't been able to get into. Not for retail, at least. Boomy main, been one since 04. Awesome, dude. I love it when somebody, like, sticks with their class. Like, my very first was a Hunter. And I stuck with it until, like, all the way to the end of MOP. I quit. I came back at Dragonflight. And then I found out that SV was melee for Hunter, and it pissed me off. And I was like, this should be a meme. So I stopped playing my Hunter after Dragonflight Season 1. And I haven't touched it again since. But Death Knight was the very first alt I ever created. This is my very first alt I ever created on WoW. So when Wrath released, this guy was my first alt. And that's who I've basically kept. And he is my new main now. Like, he's the one I regularly play. You do everything, but you love PvP the most. Yeah, I can't get into the PvP for retail. Just can't do it. How's Frost Mage gonna do? Honestly, not sure. I have not messed with mages since Dragonflight Season 3. Still have your first 5 OG tunes from Vanilla? Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. My Hunter's still there. He's on my warband. He's chilling, but I don't play him. I was very locked in. Like, whatever class I wanted to play is what I basically stuck as. So literally, like, Hunter and DK was all I ever played. And then with the War Within, I was like, I really need to start rotating through classes. And then I started trying other stuff. So, like, I played Mage in Dragonflight. I played Mage. I played Resto Druid at the very end of Dragonflight. And then the War Within, I played Holy Priest, and then I tried Resto Shaman. Resto Shaman has been my second favorite class now, at this point. DK is my first. Resto Shaman is my second. I have my warrior main character still. Level from 1 to 100 in WAD. Oh, dude, I love that. I love that. Your main 730 Pally was 730, now 170. Oh yeah, a little stat squish going on. A little stat squish. I stopped playing. I got really bored with Season 3. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like pugging Manaforge Omega was such a nightmare compared to Liberation of Undermine and Nerobar Palace. No idea why. But like Nerobar, well, actually I do know why. I think Dimensius is a lot more mechanically challenged compared to Galley and the Queen. I'm out of coffee. Pharaoh and Red is awesome. I love Druid, but I've never been able to get into Feral. I've always played as, well, I mean, I guess tanking, but that was really brief. I ended up loving Resto Druid more. One second. Mrs. Prefessional. Sorry. Yeah, one of each class at 80 and also 28 level 80s total. Jesus, dude. Yo, I can respect that grind. I can respect that. I did level a demon hunter for remix. Can't do raids, only myth dungeons because I play while at work. Dude, respect. Respect. I feel like you should be able to play raids more than mythic dungeons while working. Like with mythic, you have like a timer. It's very fast paced. I feel like raiding, bro, you can fucking tab out and still be fine. I mean, I regularly watch YouTube videos while I'm raiding. Vampiric blood is there, so I don't need it. Oh, no, that's essential. Sorry. Bars. What am I looking at here? Coagulating blood, blood shield. Oh, that does reorder it on the bar, too. That's kind of a pain in the ass. Let me move this stuff around here. Stacked icons, coagulantly, and... Okay, so you have to maybe... Scan? That's really weird. Why does that highlight both of them? I'm confused. Okay. Oh, okay. I gotcha. It does it. No, it's right here. What the fuck is this? Goodness, son. Cooldown bars track spell cooldowns resources. You're the owner though. So if they come the last boss, I tell them just give me 10 minutes of okay. I mean, yeah, if you have that luxury, why not, right? That's funny. Like, I do not have the energy to redo my entire setup right now. No, I feel you. That's literally like I was my plan today was to live stream my classic adventure and pick up where I left off. And then as I jumped on, I was like, okay, my UI needs major work. So I'm going to basically spend a few hours doing that. And I didn't want to waste like a day of streaming, so I just hopped on. But this is basically what I'm going to do today. So I get it. I don't really have the energy for it either. But thank you. Thank you, Deacon, for stopping in. And good luck on reorganizing your UI whenever you finally do get to it. Right. So if I close that, it still keeps that floating. Why the fuck is it doing that? It's not the groups, drag groups. Open cooldown manager. It's the buffs. Okay, so if I move... Subduing grasp, vampiric blood. Let me just reload and see if anything works. Probably take a month break. Hopefully they fix some add-ons. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea either. I mean, especially if you're not interested in like the pre-patch stuff, like the pre-patch event or whatever. Because I'm sure that like the add-on developers need a little bit of time to catch everything up too, and we still have what? We have another month and a half before midnight comes out. So, okay. Yeah, that's annoying. It's like stacked those now because of the cooldown manager. So when you're doing this, you don't want to fuck around with the stuff in there other than adding and removing. God, remix so hard. Missing out on an event. I know, I got you. I personally don't do the pre-patch events. They don't interest me. I only want to do raiding in like Mythic Plus. I do not care about like the other stuff, honestly. So what is new right now? What is new right besides nerfing eye level interface and opening the Void Demon? Basically, you have the Demon Hunters have their next spec. A lot of UI improvements, item squish, and then you have the pre-patch event. That's basically the new stuff. Oh, the new transmog system too. That's up. I haven't even checked that out yet. I probably shouldn't, because I feel like I go down a rabbit hole. Okay, yeah. So they have the new transmog system set up too. Prepatch really isn't for regular players unless you're trying to gear an alt. Yeah. Yeah. Basically. I mean, some people like to do it because of like the transmog stuff. But yeah. So here's the new transmog system. You can purchase new sets. I honestly have not messed with this at all. Custom sets, situations, right? So you can change it depending on what you're doing. Yeah, so that'll be a whole nother thing to do. All right. Let's see. Groups. It's got to be a. Okay. Group editing. We're in the buffs. Yep. Automatically fill empty slots by shifting icons together. When disabled icons stay in their assigned positions even if gaps appear. Fill gaps. And center. When enabled. Aura icons. Compact based on active aura state. Icons without an active aura. Don't occupy grid space. Okay, but that's the buffs. But then it didn't even shift everything. It's so hard doing current raid without DBM or weak orders telling you to move. I am sorry. I am sorry, Carnage, but that is that's going to be a growing pain. I hate to say it too, but that's actually one of the things I'm most excited about. I don't use DBM. So I use bigwigs. And I liked bigwigs because it doesn't tell you what to do. It just tells you what's happening. So I'm all for that, actually. I apologize to you. I'm sorry for you, but just know I love it. You're excited for it too? Okay, good. Like, look, so I regularly pug lead. Like my times don't align with my guild, so I don't get to raid in a nice setting. So I constantly have to pug everything, and I regularly lead pugs for raiding. It is so infuriating for the people that don't understand simple game mechanics, even though they have like already cleared a boss. Like and I'm going to use like a little bit of a more inflated example, but like finding an AOTC raider that does not understand like the first boss's mechanics is really, really annoying. And it's like, I attribute that to either they either bought their way to the title, or it's, they're so mentally checked out that they're relying on like DBM to tell them what to do. LFR Demi. LFR Dimensius was a lot of fun when it first came out. By a lot of fun, I mean it was comical the first like time somebody just immediately runs through the portal and kills everybody, and then it got extremely annoying. So I feel like this should be filling the gaps, but it's not filling the gaps. It's still staying the same. Nothing changes with that. Why? That's the layout settings. It's not anything with position. It's not appearance, border, background. No, it should be. It's the grid. Why? Okay, we're on. I guess. Why do I have to manually align them? It's not dynamic. There has to be a way to change that. Menu background, show menu map icon. That's fine. Profile manager defaults, CDM icons, cooldown manager icons, reset all positions, reset some, no, and no. Okay, and that's fine. Show tooltips, click through. I have to fix that later. Oh, there's a, okay. Show auras. Oh shit, here's the button right here. Okay, cooldowns, auras. Free position. Right. Okay, buffs. Okay. Yeah. So all this is... That's fine. But why is it not... My favorite are the ones who die to mechanics over and over. Like, are you not learning from that? Yeah, when it's the exact same person over and over. You know, I don't know if you're familiar with my content or not, but like I do guides to like help people. So like I feel like my patience level is very I have a very high tolerance. I have a very high patience level. But seeing some people and it's like 3 times in a row, like, come on, bro. Like what exactly are you doing? Like the first time I understand if you haven't seen it. The second time maybe, okay, it still kind of caught you off guard and like maybe you almost got the mechanic handled. But like by the 3rd time, like, dude, what are you even doing? Okay, that popped back to center there. Okay, yeah. So once I closed it, it popped to center. Okay, so that doesn't change until it actually... Because if I... Okay, yeah. So if I... Okay, that makes sense now. So it only does it once it's closed out. So buffs are there. Essentials are also there. And utility is there. And that looks great. Yo, thank you for the follow, Carnage. Appreciate you. Let's see. I need the layout, width, height. No. So position, X offset is at 2. Put everything in the center. The Y offset is fine. Was OVI going to keep going in midnight? Originally, they were not, but they backtracked and said that they are. But as somebody else just came in and was talking about it too, they have not yet finished their update yet. So, you know, it's you're kind of waiting for the developers to finish updating it for midnight, and then it will go live. But as far as like the time frame, I do not know. I'm your 1000th liker. My reward is you buy my sub so I can get back into Dornagal. I appreciate the like, the 1000th like. That happened really quick if we're already 1,000 likes. But I don't have any money, my guy. I'm sorry. Guess I built a default UI then. Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you want to get back into it, I would say just go ahead and do it and mess around with it. Maybe you might be slightly impressed with some of what Blizzard has done. But I honestly can't imagine that it would take them too long to get it up and running now that they have decided that they're going to continue development. So, I mean, like if by next reset, like Tuesday, if they haven't updated LVUI for midnight, I would probably jump in and then start tweaking around with it. You stopped the season. You love WoW, but I just felt annoyed having a 3K last season. Being S tier and still not getting into Q. Yeah, they get a little bit more picky when it comes to the higher end their stuff, don't they? They want the meta classes. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. That kind of bugs me that it's off. Actually, I actually don't need that. Open cooldown manager. Tracked buffs. I'm not going to trap consumption. I don't need that. I will keep Blood Shield active. That's floating. Enemies affected by Blood Clay. Death Strike. Coagathy. I'll keep that there too. 0 damage taken in the last 5 seconds. 0% of maximum health will empower your next Death Strike. I'll keep those there, honestly. Yeah, I mean, that's just really annoying. Pay $15, wait for an hour, and not get in while being meta. I mean, is it that bad? I don't push that. I don't push that high for Mythic. Like, I don't really have any desire to. So, I mean, you could always make your own group, though. But then it just comes down to, like, if you constantly keep getting keys that you don't want to fucking run. Did that? Yeah, that changed it. Okay, so it's just the coagulating blood. Blood shield. I actually think I like that. Was Frost DK meta this season? Yeah, I was gonna say at the start it was. I know Unholy went fucking wild too, but I think I'm thinking of season 2 for Unholy. That was before the Blood Beast nerf. Frost has always been solid when it comes to Mythic Plus, though, at least recently. Yeah, season 2 Unholy was definitely pumping. Yeah, the AoE damage was fucking wild. You love Frost as your all-time GOAT? Okay, cool. You know, that's the one I have not done Frost yet. Like, since I came back, I've only been doing Blood and I've been doing Unholy. For Midnight though, I do want to try out Frost. I think dual wielding looks badass. You like the changes this season though, makes it actual fun, fun rotation, not boring. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm all for it too. I like the class pruning. Like the cutbacks and stuff are very welcomed. Very welcomed. Not so much on my Resto Shaman. I'm a little upset about the amount of utility I lost with that, but like for Blood and Unholy, I'm for the changes. Things are fine. You played Pally Tank, and that always seems to be made up. Yeah. Struggle to get into 10s at 3,500. People don't want to take a Pally in 10s? That sounds really off. Like, that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. Pally's always been considered like a great tank for Mythic Plus. I think Vengeance has been top dog for like the longest, but like Pally is always like right there with them. I'm gonna get rid of my two-hander. I come from Blood originally, but dual is dope. See, that's actually the main reason that I have not gone Frost, is because I didn't want to get rid of my two-hander. I love two-hander weapons, but I think dual wielding looks badass. But I think wielding like a big ass mace or big ass sword, axe, I think that looks tough. Some look at it as elitist. My guild leader is 100% Pally, and he always does 15s. Two-hander is still doable. I think this season is viable. Yeah, but it's like it's a DPS loss compared to two-handed, right? Or compared to dual wielding. Oh, I need to move. Okay, so that's, what's the width? 295. We'll do 295 and 295. But Frost, my one-handers are as big as two-handers. It was a DPS last season for sure, but I think they're pretty even this season. Okay, cool. Yeah, if that ends up being the case, that's even better, because then there's like less reason for me, or less barrier to entry for it. Being able to rotate through all three specs would be really nice. I'm not ready to do this when I get home from work. So now my UI's cooked. Yeah, I was missing my my Luxthos setup, and I felt really disheartened. I think one-hander is better because you get 2 DK enchants. Oh, yeah. That's true. you miss out on one of the enchants. I feel like that adds quite a bit, though. I don't know. I mean, we'll obviously see numbers once they start putting stuff out. I mean, realistically, is the DPS loss really that big if you're not like mythic rating or doing like the 15 keys? Like, in all honesty, are DK enchants that good though? I mean, they're good enough. It adds. It's very noticeable if you don't have them. Make them back for the new X pack. It would be pointless to come for the sunset. Well, there's let's see, after midnight, there's only one more expansion coming. Last Titan. So far. I think that they're gonna destroy the world after the Last Titan too. Haven't played DK since WAD. Like being number one in my DPS. Losing Razor Ice is noticeable for the dots. Losing Vials is noticeable for the health when you yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's probably one of those things where it's like, do these enchants really matter? But then when you don't have them, you're like, I am missing something. Okay, so I don't know if I want to do the bars like that or if I want to do them longer. I need to do something with the unit frames. There was a unit frame add-on people had referred about. Because I'm kind of over like the default. I want more of... maybe I won't. I don't know. Like shadowed unit frames the most. That's what I use. I use Plater. I made my profile myself. I had been using shadowed unit frames. Let me look that up real quick while you mentioned it. I liked Plater. I have been using Plater since I came back. I've been using Quasi's profiles, and I love it. But I did just switch over to Platinator. I thought that the Platinator's like option settings looked really nice compared to Plater. And considering like everything that they've done to the nameplates for Blizzard, I feel like Plater is just kind of overkill. Like at this point, Plater has like so many. Plater was top tier before this update. It was the best because of like the amount of customization and stuff that it offered with like the scripts and different plugin, like all that kind of stuff. But now with the API being so restricted, I feel like it has a bunch of unnecessary windows that don't do anything. So I'm trying out Platinator for now. Tons of customization is shadowed. I don't do the color change stuff. I just keep it blue health bars. The targeted is lighter. The settings were annoying. The settings are very annoying, but it's just because it's so complex. It just offered so much. Tons of customization shadowed. Yeah, I'm checking it out. Being your spur was a lot of time. Oh, definitely. Definitely. I mean, I was checking through the menus and stuff like that. I made like small alterations to it on stuff that I wanted like personally. But like looking it through like I just imported like all of Quasi stuff. And it's like, dude, the amount of time it took for them to go through and to tweak everything is insane. I don't know. I don't think I'm a huge fan of the shadowed. Shadow. Oh, wait. I was looking at a different one. Hold on. Okay. Configure issues we care about, preventing unnecessary bloating of that on sacrifice performance. Shadow unit frames at midnight. Do we have any news on the Demon Hunter new spec? I haven't heard anything since the beginning of Season 3. The new spec is active now. You should be able to... you should be able to... queue it up. Let me check. I actually leveled a Demon Hunter in Remix. Hold up. I'll confirm, but I'm pretty sure it's on. Note that WoW Classic... Oh, that's for Classic on the Shadow Unit. Due to strict limitations, I don't think there's a... SUF. Well, I was just looking at the Shadow Unit frames. That is not up. It's not being updated for midnight. So, Pablo, I got some bad news for you, buddy. It is no longer supported. No longer supported. Oh my god. Well, okay, I have not logged into this character since Remix. So he was still at the character hub or whatever. Remix is in it, your time runner has been transported to the main timeline. Gotcha. Yeah. Jeez. That's gonna have to do that every single time. You missed Remix cause it dropped right when I lost motivation to play. Remix was okay, I guess. Wow, that's a great looking... yeah. So there you go. There you go. Devour spec is active. So it is active for now. I guess at some point I have to go back and update that too, right? It's kind of annoying that you have to go in and update each class's UIs. I'm hoping that you should be able to like share and move stuff pretty quick. Do you have the add-on where you can move windows around? You should definitely get that. Do they have one for retail so that I don't have to consistently go in edit mode? Because like edit mode allows you to move everything, but it's only while you're in edit mode. Or are you talking about like with like character frames and stuff? I don't have anything like that for retail yet. I need to get one. Probably just like move everything. Prepatch broke my campaign quests. It's my first playthrough. Did it really? Oh! Yeah, I guess it did. I guess it did because of they have the new user experience. Blitz move. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, Blizz move. Oh my god, I'm dumb. I said Blitz. Just click out of the window, drag it where you want. Shift right click, resets position. Control plus scroll. Alt and detach. Oh, no shit. Okay, cool. Yeah, appreciate that. Not Blitz. Yeah. Let's see. I wish they would change the wallpaper. Okay, yeah, cool. Good deal. I have it for my classic playthrough, something similar. I don't remember what I'm using, but yeah. Awesome, thank you. It's so weird how this is not like a default thing yet. Like I don't... Like this is one of those things where it should be super simple and it should have already been implemented. I legitimately don't understand. It's just like with... well, I guess that makes the default... damage meters movable now too? Maybe? Let me see. Details. Am I blind? Yes, I'm blind. It's right there. Okay, so with that, I want to see if, because like, so here's the thing, is I like damage meter is currently disabled. Jesus Christ, of course it is. Combat assistant, boss warnings, cooldown manager, damage meter. Okay, so with Blizz move, you still cannot move the default. Oh my god. So another little nitpicky thing is like, I like the default. Let me see. Can I create a new window and move? So I like the aesthetic of the Blizzard damage meters. Like, I like the setup. I like how it looks and everything, but you can't fucking move it. So I can move this one, right? This is my second window. My first window that I have open, you can't see it. It's off the screen if you're on TikTok. That's completely immovable. It's just locked, like right there. You can't do anything with it. And then that Blizz move add-on does not do it either. It doesn't change it. That's just so... That's annoying, dude. It's literally the only reason I'm keeping details. We update it. Biggest issue with Prepatch for me has to be the Frost Mage. It's that day. Played it since TBC. Did they take away some of your stuff? Let's see. Sorry, I scrolled up because I missed some of the chats here. Like details, move any might be able to move it if they have updated it. Yeah, I just got the Blizz move that Lost recommended, and I mean that works fine. But some of the windows are still like locked and can't be moved even with that. It depends on what the Blizzard interface allows. Use transparent with color bars. Details is great. The Blizz one has movement issues. Sorry for the disappointment. They already said they are working on that one for launch. Okay. Is Midnight live? I'm confused. Midnight is not live. It is the pre-patch. It's the pre-patch. So it like Midnight is live and is not live. Like not everything is live. Have you noticed there was some damage and DPS between the two as well? I mean, there shouldn't be any difference, really. Do you need to pre-order Midnight to be able to play pre-patch? No. I don't think so. I don't think so. No. Like, you can still play with the sub. So you can still play, and like the pre-patch stuff will be happening, but I don't know if... No, they shouldn't lock the Demon Hunter spec or anything like that. Housing's also available too. So yeah, no, you're good, you're good. Sub inactive and they removed my transmog. They removed your transmogs. The Blizz one shows 3 to 4K difference, which is honestly weird. Well, there shouldn't be any difference though, because Details doesn't pull anything. It just copies whatever Blizzard's information is relaying to it. Like, so there shouldn't be any difference. Not unless you can change the pull rate from Details. If you can change the pull rate, then maybe. Where the fuck are my settings at? Did I lose my setting bar? Or is it just that now? Line amount, total size. Well, it's still under development. So the one I'm using is still under development. But yeah, no, there shouldn't be any difference because Details can't pull any information from the combat log anymore. You pre-ordered the day pre-orders went live? Yeah, I did too. But I mean, I do content too, so I was like, I have to buy it. Blizzard damage meters are coming from server side, so it's your actual damage you do. Yes, Blizzard's damage meters are much more accurate than Recount or Details, whichever one you're using. Thank you for the follow, Craig. But yeah, so instead of using the default Blizz damage meters, since I can't like freely move it when I want to move it, I have to use Details. But I do like Details' new midnight window here. This is still under development. It's not finalized, but I don't know if they had this before or not. I just used to have like 2 menus open, like 2 different details windows open. One was like for damage, one was for healing, or, you know, it would be for like healing and then interrupts, like depending on whatever I'm trying to track. And at least with this one that they have now in midnight, you can have all of that in one single window, which I think is pretty nice. So like right now I have like damage DPS, healing HPS, and then this is your deaths, interrupt, and dispels that are showing too. So I do like that change. I don't know if this window was active for the War Within or not in comparison. Oh, yeah. So I need to go back in here real quick. We're going to do Bone Shield. And if the aura is active, show a glow effect. That looks nice. Is that the new weak aura, that thing you have set up? So yes and no. I'm using, obviously it is part of the cooldown manager, but I'm using an add-on that is called Arc UI that allows further customization of the cooldown manager. So it is not the default cooldown manager. And the reason for that is the cooldown manager, all of your bars here are locked. Now you can reorder things, but wherever they are on that bar is where they are. Like with Arc UI, you can click and drag these things off. So then you can have like floating buffs and abilities. And like that's super paramount. That's super important to me. Okay, but is the Arc UI going to be allowed to stay in midnight? Yes, it is developed specifically for midnight. It will continue development unless they do something to the API to restrict it more. Arc UI will be fully functioning. I like the new transmog. The situations when I go to my house, I instantly change into pajamas. Dude, that is by far one of the best things they have done. Like super solid. Like I'm planning on having, I haven't checked it out fully yet, but like that's a perfect example. So if I go to my house, my guy's going to change into his own outfit that I want him to change into. You can do it for like raids and dungeons. So when I'm like in raid mode, we're fucking rolling up in tier in the tier gear, you know, or maybe I want to look a little different or something. Like, yeah, I'm going to play around with it a lot. That's a huge W. I love the new transmog system. Oh, yeah. So I need to preview this real quick. Bone Shield is the most important. That's fine. We'll keep the intensity as it is. Can I use Arc UI strictly as a weak aura substitute? I lost some weak auras I had because of vision issues. Is it a weak aura substitute? In terms of tracking buffs and abilities, yes. In terms of like tracking enemy stuff, no. This is only for the cooldown manager, if that makes sense. Gotta head out. Have a good day, brother. See you online. Thank you, Dogzilla. You have a good one too, my guy. Appreciate you stopping in. How do you feel about the one button assist they added? I think it's great. I think it's fine. I personally don't see any issue with it. I use the one button assist actually on my shaman because I don't know enhancement and I don't know elemental on my shaman. I only know resto. So if I'm doing like world content and stuff, like being able to just or like lower delves, I use just the one button. You know, it comes with a DPS loss. So, you know, people aren't using it for like mythic rating or high end keys or anything like that. It's primarily like an accessibility and just a casual feature. I don't have any problems with it at all. Like a big one I had was Unleash Life and Ancestral Swiftness trackers. Okay. Yeah. So I have I've not gotten on my shaman yet. Not with this. I've just jumped on to my Death Knight. But knowing that the cooldown manager has that, it should be fine. You should be able to like pull stuff off of the bar. So like Unleash Life, you should be able to pull it up. Ancestral Swiftness, you should be able to pull it up. You should be able to make it bigger. You can change, like with Arc UI, you can change everything. The glow, you can add glow effects. You can have it just have like a text timer. You can have it have like, you know, the dial. So it slowly fills it back up or decolors. Like it offers a lot. For what you're looking for, yes, Arc UI should be able to do what you want. By the way, great choice. I love meeting another shaman. How do you feel about the Resto Shaman? Have you played at all on the beta or the PTR? Have you seen any of the changes in terms of like the class pruning? Is there some sort of BGE installed in the UI? What is BGE? I'm drawing a blank, sorry. I probably don't have enough coffee in me yet. What's boring, man? What's boring? I love my shaman. I haven't played any of Midnight, so I'm not sure how good or bad it is now. I got you. I got you. It's boring. Resto's boring right now. I played around with it on the beta. It's... I was all for class prunings. I thought the class prunings were a great idea. But I do have a lot of mixed feelings on it with my Resto Shaman. I feel like I lost a lot of utility. I'm glad that I don't have 30 fucking keybinds, but I feel like they took a little too much away. That's just for my Resto Shaman. It's not bad, but yeah, your loss what made Resto special. Yeah, I mean, look, as soon as the very first, when I leveled a Shaman for Neurobar Palace because I wanted to play it, and I started with it in Neurobar, immediately fell in love with it. You know, and that's after playing Resto Druid, Holy Priest. I've healed both of those, and I was like, Shaman's next on the list. I played Shaman, and I was like, bro, this is fucking fun. So literally is my second favorite class now, and I'll actively be playing it in Midnight, but I am upset with the abilities lost. You ran a 12 last night on Resto Druid and was bored. I haven't done Resto Druid since Dragonflight, so I played it in Season 2. Season 2 and Season 3, I played Resto Druid. Yeah. So we'll do a glowing effect, icon appearance, or a missing range indicator. Inactive alpha. Maybe I'll just desaturate it. Disc is fun, but I always go back and forth between them. I didn't do disc. I thought about doing discipline, but I just didn't. I only stuck to holy. I found it fun. I enjoyed the play style. So the fact that you flip-flop back and forth, and maybe at some point I'll go back and try it again, but I don't know. I need to try something different. I'm planning on doing a different class for Season 1 of Midnight. And I think I'm going with Warrior, but I'm not 100% yet. Yeah, we'll just saturate it. Range is fine, obviously. Proc low border, custom cooldown animation. Let's see, charge, stack text. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Charge and stack. Is that in the bottom right there? It is in the bottom right. Okay. I want to put that in the center. It'll be anchored. The color, we'll keep it yellow maybe. Because that definitely needs to be Yeah, I think we're going to keep that as yellow. Duration, cooldown, text style. I don't need... I don't need to do the cooldown text style or duration. Because the duration has the... I think it does... Let me run back up here and see. Yo, thank you for the follow, not Kate. All right, 3. Six. And then that is the duration, right? Yeah, so it's going to keep, all right, so it's going to keep glowing until it runs off. And then it expires. I might actually keep that. And then it has the stack count in the middle. It's got the rotate, and then once it's done, boom, grayed out. Okay, yeah, I actually like that. Might keep that. So the main thing, Vampiric Strike, Heart Strike, Blood Boil. It shows 1 charge. It's got the timer. Yeah, I think I like that. I actually think I think I'm happy with the setup. I guess the main thing is just the positioning of it. Oh, I guess I need to... What is... Okay, so I understand that. I guess it's got the cooldown. Okay, yeah, it's the cooldown. We'll leave that there then. That's Ray's ally. Dornagal is so... It's just so fucking laggy. It's annoying. Alright, let's reorder those. So Ray's ally can go all the way down here. I will keep... That's fine. That's also fine. Lichborn's fine. AMZ. Gorfine's Grasp. I might end up moving some of those later. How many did I originally have? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on the bottom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the bottom. Man. How's Blood looking? I haven't been on in a minute. Blood's in a pretty good spot. I mean, I think it feels pretty fine. I know they've done some changes and stuff to it from with the beta, but overall, I mean, I'm pretty pleased with it. No issues. We have like 1 less button to press, but that's about it. Is it 1? No, it's probably 2 actually, because we lost Tombstone and we lost... Did we lose? We didn't lose a bomb. But it's more talented. Where are you at, bro? Where are you at? Where are you hiding? Right there. Changed it for Gorfine's Grasp. Okay, so it's choice node. Revitation's like 3 buttons for M+ now and 4 for raid. You've been Blood for 4 X packs and you refuse to give it up. Awesome. Respect it, bro. Respect it. Death Knight is my favorite class in the game. So it's my #1 character to play, and I will continue playing it until I ever get bored of it, which I highly doubt that I will. Yeah. So I mean, personally, like they got rid of like the Tombstone interaction, and I'm all for that. I feel like that was kind of... I didn't like it. It just seemed like it was kind of there. So... I'm trying to think like right off the top of my head. I know Tombstone is no longer a thing. Was Bone Storm removed? I think Bone Storm was removed as well. Yeah, Bone Storm is also removed. So we lost that one too. Am I not spec for Soul Reaper? No. What am I thinking? Yeah, no, Reaper's Mark. Reaper's Mark. Oh, wrong button. Soul. What is the... Reaper... Am I thinking of Reaper of Souls? No. So, what is the... Oh my god, bro. I'm drawing a complete blank right now. Used to be Frost, and I learned I could solo raid bosses. So I like to show off. There is nothing more satisfying than playing a Blood DK, and everyone is fucking dead, and it's just you and the boss. Nothing more satisfying. Nothing more satisfying. How's the Salient hero talent? Because everywhere I look keeps saying to use the other hero talent. Does it? I've not checked out. Dude, everything right now is super early too. So technically I've not, I couldn't give you like, I can't give you like a numbers difference between, Sand and Death. Is you go looking for anyone? I play tanks mostly. Been slowly starting to heal. Honestly, I don't know what they're really looking for. I want to say they're only looking... I want to say they have some openings, but not for tanks and probably not healers. Because they do have... they tend to be pretty core and locked down. But this guild is not... I'm not in the guild on this character, actually. It's on my shaman. I don't even think I'm part of the guild on this one, am I? Where is guilds? Yeah, no, I'm off. So yeah, I'm not even part of the guild on this character, honestly. Sorry. But still, the guild that I'm a part of, they don't have like open recruitment either. They have filler guilds that have some more spots, but that's about it. Should I be looking in guild recruitment on the community pages? For any guild, just look in the guild recruitment. I mean, it kind of depends on what you're looking for too, though. Like, I was using, like the guild I'm currently in, I literally just found it because I was leading a pug, and a couple of the people from the guild were like, dude, you're pretty good at leading and you know your shit, and they were like, would you like to join the guild? Because I didn't have one, and I was like, yeah, I'll join. So if I was gonna look for like another guild to like raid and stuff with, I would get on Raider.io and look, because there you can tailor your search. You can, you know, any guild that is kind of serious about like a raid roster or things like that, they're gonna be on Raider.io probably recruiting. So that, you know, you go to Raider.io and you can search for like raid times. You can search for what guilds are needing and looking for, you know, etc. Like there's filters, and it makes things a lot easier. Let me see. I need... the Proclo. I need to go back to where I was. Oh yeah, charge and stack count. So I don't like that, actually. We'll change that more to white. And I want to take the glow effect down a little bit. I feel like 1 was way too strong. Well, that's 0. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong one. Intensity. Yeah, we'll do 0.5. We'll do 0.7. I think that looks a little better. All right, we'll keep that as it is. Oh yeah. So I need to look at like unit frames too. I think I'm happy with that, actually. I think I'm happy with that for now. Everything's here, still easy to see. That's pretty close to like how Luxos was set up. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty close. Trying to look and do like a comparison here. I think I'm happy with that. So I guess the only other thing I need to look at is I need a unit frame. I need unit frames. I was kind of hoping Cell was going to be updated, but it's not current for midnight yet. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? And then I need to figure out... I need to see about using... if I can easily import these settings over to like Unholy for like different specs and stuff. Let me see. I don't need that. I need Midnight Prepatch. Checking out checking out some of the add-on suggestions. I need something for unit frames. So raid frames, what does Wowhead say? I have to play with Platinator too. Better Blizz frames. Comes equipped with profiles. All right, so Blizzard frames, unhalted unit frames. Unit frames. Unhalted unit frames is ready for pre-patch at midnight. Okay. Boss libraries. Let's check that out then. Unhalted unit frames. Bro, please stop. All right, let's install it and check it out. Let's see what it looks like. All right. Reload. I'm not worried about like my unit frame because I have my personal resource display. And I think that's better. Okay, yeah. There it is. There it is. That actually, I like the look of that.
What is your command?
So does that check? Let me see. Do we have to do, does that do with edit mode? Let's see. It's confusing of how like, yeah, that's fine. It's confusing with how sometimes like add-ons can be moved around with like edit mode and then sometimes they can't. Add-ons and... Okay. Where's the settings for this? Let me see. Find issues before you ask. How do I open the menu? You think it's just something super simple like unhalted? Nope. Un momento. Slash. There it is. Okay. Slash UUF. Unhalted unit frames. Oh boy. Okay. Another pretty extravagant menu here. Let's see. These options allow you to adjust the UI scale beyond the means that Blizzard provides. If you encounter issues, please disable the feature. Obviously. Okay. General UI scale. Buttons below reset default colors. Energy, focus, rage, mana, maelstrom. All that looks fine. Colors good. Hostile honored. Yep. Okay. Global. Okay. Enable font shadows. See textures, foreground, aura. All right, player, hide player, enable player. Okay, so I guess the only issue is you can't... Layout and positioning. Anchor, right. That's just the... Anchors to cooldown viewer. I wonder why it doesn't just have like a simple color mode and dark mode. Oh, okay, cool. That's actually nice. Font shadows. Why doesn't it have just a button where you can click and freely drag these? That's kind of annoying, but it's okay. All right, so... I'm not concerned with like my player because I have my resource display, so I don't really need that. Let's go target. And position. So all right. That's not horrible, right? Okay, we'll keep... I like to have it pretty... It's offset to my character. Color intact, inverse growth, anchor to cooldown. No. Anchors 2. All right, so that looks fine. Heal prediction, auras. Cooldown text, scale cooldown text by icon size. Buffs, enable buffs. Maybe only show player buffs. No, we'll keep it as it is. But for debuffs, only show player debuffs. This is one thing I wish that they would allow a little bit more control over, because like I would like to be able to see all of the debuffs, or at least be able to pick and choose what kind of debuffs are on my target. And it doesn't have that option, but we'll keep it like that. Power bar's fine. Well, it has to have a power bar. I'm not sure why that wasn't default. Smooth updates. What about cast bar? Okay, cast bar pops up underneath of it. That looks fine. Match frame width. Yep. X position. Yep. Not interruptible. Cool. Icon is fine. Spell text is fine. Text duration, that's also fine. Portrait. I'm kind of sucker for like the class portraits. Maybe we won't do it though. I don't know. I might change that. And then you can have the target, raid target. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's target of target. Yep. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Use the bathroom. All right, we're back. Good deal. All right, let's keep going here. So, let me see. Target of target, that's fine. I'm actually might not. Actually, no. We're gonna. You must reload to apply this change. Do you want to reload now? I don't feel like I had target of target on, did I? No, I did have it on. That's right. We'll just reload it real quick. I do have it on. I need to change it though because it is a little important. But I think I'm gonna have it anchored. Yeah. Slow UF. All right. So target of target is here. Oh, target. Where's the cast bar is right there. So I have a little bit of room. Okay, cool. That stays. I was wondering if it was going to disappear or not. All right. So target of target. We're going to put just like this. Width fine, height fine. I need that to be super streamlined, so there's no issues there. Color by class, reaction. Yep. Heals, auras. Hopefully none of that's on there. That's whatever. Auras, power bar, don't need. Portrait, no. Okay. Rest that's fine. So for target, cast bar. Yep, that's fine. What is the 0 for? Not sure. Okay. That's fine. So on the target, what about buffs? Okay, it's going to be auras. Buffs will be top left. No. Buffs are going to be top right. And debuffs will be top left. Anchor from bottom right. Debuffs to display. Yeah, 4-4. Let's go 25. Actually, we can lower that too. That's 25. Anchor from bottom left. Anchor 2. Oh, anchor from... If it anchors from this... Sometimes this doesn't make any sense. Anchor from the bottom. Oh, I see. Top right. So is it better off to go the other way then? Seems kind of annoying. Okay. Debuffs are bottom right, top left. Size X, Y. Growth direction left. No, let's go right. Top left. Do 25. And then buffs need to be minus 25. Yeah, that works. That's great. Yes, they have to have the power bar. That way I can see for the boss. Okay, yeah, so there's his buff. So there's buffs, like, that's how they pop up. Okay. Buffs, I guess, are less important, honestly. Not for boss. It's fine. We'll keep it as it is. Okay, so target. All right, what about pet? Oh, I don't have a pet. Well, not on. Never mind. Not on blood anyway. So, enable pet. Ah, jeez. Some of this stuff's a little tedious. All right. I wish it would preview it, but it won't. Let me see. Where's my undead? Oh, I guess where he's not controllable. Yeah, I guess where he's not controllable, I can't. I thought that I thought we could control. Is it? No, we can't control, right? Yeah, the pet bar's active, so. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'll have to check it on my unholy. All right, focus frame is that the focus frame? Yeah. I don't know what I want to do with that. I'll put my focus frame off center, actually. Let's see. Oh, is that anchored to my focus? Indicators, tags, heal prediction. Anchor from. Oh, yeah. No, I don't want that to anchor. All right, so player. It's still anchored. The fuck? There it is. Okay, got it. Just gonna put this up here to get it out of the way. Auras will be cooled ions. Text by icon size. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, not worried about those. So that can just sit up in the top for now. Oops. Frame. I doubt that I use that for anything, so... shit. Alright, so the focus... Focus is here. Width is fine. It's the width. What is... It's 42. That works. Width is 244, but I'm not going to do that. We'll just do it at 130. Yeah, 130 looks fine. Focus target. We can turn that off. Not needed. All right. Slash focus. All right, focus is there. Focus has buffs. I don't need buffs on the focus. I don't need debuffs on the focus. That's fine. Focus target's off. Boss. Okay. What the fuck is this? Okay. This is for the little boss frames on the side. All right. Hold tight. Because we'll minimize that. I need to do something with this too to get rid of it. Okay, normally my timeline comes down this way too. Okay, so for bosses, let's... Is there a scale button or no? No scale. Okay. Let's go with 150. That works great. And obviously it's not going to be like 10 bosses on the side, so and this will be here. So what have we got? We have the HP bar, the cast bar. We'll keep that, actually. I think the cast bar needs to be... No, I think it's fine. It's more of like the buffs. Enable debuffs. Only show player debuffs. That looks good. Let's space that off a little bit. Let's see. The setting is a little misleading because of it being 10 different boss frames. Like, you're not going to have that many bosses. Okay, so buffs are way too big. We'll do 25, right? And then we'll do 25 for debuffs too, actually. Keep it simple. Internally debating. Oh, bro, I'm out of coffee completely. Oh, shit, it's 12:30. No wonder. Damn, homie. Get messing around with this shit and time literally, like, flew by. All right. I'm okay with that. We'll keep the buffs as they are. It shouldn't be that many buffs on the bosses anyway. And I think... Actually, you know what? Let's put this... No. Why can't I do top center? Bottom right, bottom, center, no. Bottom right, bottom left, bottom. All right, we'll just do that. Anchor at the top, X position, kind of center it. Let's see. 40, that works. That's pretty centered. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So let's see. Boss 1. We'll keep that just like it is. So, unhalted unit frames. The only other...
Okay, so the only thing is that doesn't do anything for raid plates. That's fine. That works great. I actually like the way that looks. I think it's pretty clean. Okay. Yeah.
We are the Titan's bedrock and foundation.
I think I'm happy with that. Target of target. Highlights. It's got buffs on there. Okay, bet. Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with this. That's pretty clean. That's pretty clean. We'll keep that as it is. All right, I guess, what's next? All right. So let's check out... no, I still need to look at... Can I do anything with raid frames? I hate the glow. All right, so raid frames. 25. This is obviously on my Death Knight too, so it's not like the most... Buff focused, debuff focused. Legacy. Okay. Actually, I need to do... I know exactly how I can check this out real quick. Alright. Because I'm going to switch my party frames over to raid frames anyway. I don't like the default. Alright. Oh, and we have Platinator up too. Excuse me. Alright. Well, okay, yeah, this works because I can now see Platinator in action. So let's do this. How... Use raid. Yep. Use raid style. Actually, we need to move this extra ability button down here just to get it out of the way real quick. All right, so this is party frames. Let's see what they got. Let's see what it looks like. Oh my gosh. It's kind of annoying. Icon size. 100%. 140. We'll give it a border. Oops. Let me move this back over here. I guess I don't need to yet. All right. Okay, so this is default frames. All right. And what is that? Because he has a shield? Yeah, he's got an absorbed shield. Okay. So that's what the little bit there is. Oh, that's resource. That's what's the bottom. Okay. Gotcha. That's what the other number's for. Okay. What options do we have for raid frames? We have the right, we're doing the unhalted. Oh, while I'm thinking of it, can I... General... Does it not have a mini-map button? Because that's kind of annoying. I have to remember the... Profile sharing, tags, global maybe. Color mode, dark mode. Textures. Nope. Okay.
Let me look. Let me look. Details, UI overhaul. RAID frames. Here we go. So we have grid and we have danders on Wowhead. I'm not using grid. Allows you to appear, including buffs, debuffs, absorbs so much more. Alright, so danders. Danders frames. Fully custom party and RAID frame add-on. No longer modifying blizzards. Frame. This new version gives you total control over every aspect of your group frames. Preview 1 to 5. Okay, we're just gonna fucking install it. I didn't want to like install a whole bunch of different add-ons, but
let's try. We'll see what it looks like. Danders. Okay, that looks horrible right off the rip. Why does nobody just add a fucking minimap button? Install the add-on, click the minimap icon, or type /df. I don't see the minimap icon. Oh, shit, duh. All right. So, danders. Oh, that's just targeting. Okay. So we're in a party. How do I move it? Okay, so we can't do it through that. All right, general. Group direction. I like vertical. Frame border. Sorting, integrations. Can I just... No. Why can't I just easily move it? Spacing, frame width, all that's fine. Global font, group label, sorting, tank healer, melee ranged. Yep. Integrating. Display. Visibility. Tooltips. Bro. I'm so confused. Why? Archaeology, duration, encounter, cooldown manager, possess, stance bar, extra abilities, party frames. Dude, why am I struggling here? What the fuck? That's... Oh, it has built-in click casting? That's pretty nice. That's a nice little addition. Position?
Okay.
I wonder if it's because I'm actually in a group. Let's try. We'll back out and see if it's just locked. Maybe you can't do it in a group. I don't know. That's just really weird. Because my thing is still there. Frame height, frame spacing, frame padding, frame width. Okay. Test. This doesn't make any sense. Okay. Position, bro. Icons. Go to sorting. Go to pet frames. Go to dispel overlay. Tooltips. Tooltips. Name. Bro, what the like how the fuck do I move it? Why is it so difficult to find this? There's so many different absorbs, pet frames, boss frames, absorbs. Absorbs. Frame layout. Debuffs, debuffs. Oh my gosh. What the fuck? This is really weird. Okay. Bro, why can I not move this? Just... Dude. I don't know. Oh my gosh, bro. Let me look real quick. I have to find something, dude. Like, I don't, like, it's crazy how this is not super easy to do. Like, does it just anchor it straight to the middle of your fucking frame? Like, you can't move it? How to move? It says just click the frames to move them, but it doesn't fucking work. Okay, hold up. Party. Okay, let's reload. Make sure this is disabled. Party frames, raid frames disabled. /df. Okay. I can't fucking move them. Unlock. Come on, dude. Jesus Christ. Grid size is 25. Oh. Whatever. Okay. Oh, then it straight up just locks it as soon as that happens. Okay. Bro, such a pain. So we'll test. Okay, cool. So you can see like different things that are going on here. Health percentages, dispel. Okay. Dispel overlay. That's actually fine. I don't mind that. That's just standard Blizzard. Roll leader. That's fine. Aggro. Show auras. Not showing pets. Okay. Yeah, so if they're out of range... Okay, absorbs are fine. Cursed disease, poison, blood, enrage, magic. Yeah. All that stuff's good. I'm out of coffee, bro. All right, so I can disable my own then if it'll have that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Frame count 5. Okay, yeah. Show pets, buffs, debuffs. Okay, so okay. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Let's do absorbs. We'll do stripes. Yeah, it's okay. This is okay. All right. Yeah, I'm not mad at that then, for that being like the unit frames. Okay, test mode. These are raid frames. Grid size 25. Oh shit. Yeah, it's the same dumb stuff. Okay. So with raid frames, whoops. All right, let me close all this out. All right. So raid frames. So I like the borders. Use group-based layout, of course. Group spacing. Row spacing. Groups per row. 8. No. 4 per row. 10. 5, 10, 15, 20. Actually, do I want to do it that way? Or maybe I'll change it up. Maybe... Yeah, maybe we'll do that. It's either that or I have to go 4. Actually, we'll do 4. That's what I'm most accustomed to. And at least on my Death Knight, I can have this up here. So what does it look like in combat? That's a whole bunch of shit. Let's see. Health bars. Auras is primarily what I need. Debuffs. Show debuffs. Highlight debuffs. I think that's fine, honestly. I'm not going to worry too much with it on the DK. Party. All right, so party frames. I think I'll just leave those there. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. All right, so we need debuffs. Debuffs will go up here. That's just your extra action button. Yeah, I think we'll put debuffs up here. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm too mad at that right now. This needs to be shifted down. But that's it. Let's see, we'll just shift all this stuff down. So this is legit all the content you get in Prepatch, fixing the UI since season's ended, nothing to do. Yeah. Ulrich, this is pretty much it. That's pretty much it. If you, it's, you know, you have a week to get your user interface straight. because the event kicks off next Tuesday. And I mean, other than that, if you want to play around with like the new Demon Hunter spec, overall, yeah, there's really not a whole lot to do content wise. What do you do in the event? I honestly don't know. It's something to do with like cultists and you're killing them. I mean, primarily it's like the reason for it is, for catch-up gear. So I personally, I don't typically participate in the pre-patch events. Like it doesn't really interest me. But I know it's something to do with like cultists. So it's probably just like any other type of thing though. There's just gonna be like transmog stuff. There's gonna be mounts. And then it's just primarily you're gonna farm, the quests and the bosses that appear for catch-up gear. Okay. Let me see. I have to go into Sensei mode now. Since that's... Oh, okay. This actually moves with it. Let me put this down just a little bit more. And we will... Put that there. Get every character 725, 729. Since you tested most on the beta. Yeah, if that's all you're doing, I mean, there's really no purpose in playing it. Like I said, unless you want like the transmogs and stuff like that, that's going to be available. That stuff I don't really care for any of it. It's too damn finicky. I wish you could just use the damn... That's fine, that works. Move this down. It's really annoying that you can't just snap stuff. Chilling in CS2 and TBC until midnight. Yeah, I'm enjoying Classic. I'm on Classic era. So, and that's what I was gonna do today, but with the pre-patch, I was like, I need to log on and just see like the user interface changes and stuff like that. And then once I got on, I was like, this is gonna take me a few hours to get my UI straight. So, I guess that's what I'll do for the rest of the day. And that's basically what I've done. Is literally since I've been on, is just fucking around with my user interface, trying to get it straight. Seems to have fixed your UI as well. Yeah. And it's going to be a little time consuming. It's going to be a little time consuming. That's better. That's a little bit more below my character. I can handle that. So I'm trying to get it set up to be pretty similar to what I already had with Luxos in appearance. Tomorrow. Yeah, I think I'm kind of happy with that. I should probably work that just down a little bit more. The barriers on these things. It's better. It's so annoying. It's so annoying having to constantly do this. There we go. That's better. That's pretty damn close to being on top of each other. That looks fine. Good deal. No, I'm happy with that. All right. So the heads up display that we have is pretty much set in stone. That's probably how it's going to basically be.
Work cycle.
That looks fine. Target of target. I guess. Okay, party frames are over here. I need to get rid of... no. UF. Yep. Player. Get rid of that. Because I don't need the player frame anymore. If it'll be on... Perfect. Yeah. So that holds on to it. All right. And then once I go into a group, then it just populates. Okay. Cool. That works great. And raid is up top for my DK. Yeah. That's great. Okay. So that's all good. That's all good. Let's check bigwigs now. Okay, damage meter's down here. Chat's good. Display. Bars. Show the moving anchors. Where's test mode? Test. All right, and then I have to move this over here. That should still be out of the way of... We'll leave that there. Because I like the bars, dude. I'm not a fan of, like, the timeline. Actually, I wonder if I can do, like, timeline over on the right. Timeline. Show Blizz timers as bigwigs bars. Boss warning as messages. Convert Blizz sounds. Oh, because I don't have... Yeah, hold up. Gameplay enhancements. Boss warnings. Boss timeline. There it is. So... I was gonna say, I mean, I didn't mind the timeline on the beta. Hide queued, hide countdowns on other roles. No, I like seeing everything because, you know, yeah. Show Blizz timers as bigwigs bars. So if I take that off, it just does that. Okay, so if I take that off, it's just the timeline. Healer tank. I see that. Hide long countdowns, tank alerts. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I kind of wish I could do like a timeline, but then it also does a bar for when it's almost up. So I guess we'll just keep this with what we have. And then I need to disable the timeline. Okay. Yeah. Yep, that's how we're going to do it. I just want to keep that the same. Bars are over here. That's still out of range. Emphasized. Yep. Messages. Moving anchors. That's fine. Emphasized messages. I don't know what emphasized messages are. I'll put the message here. Actually, I'll bump that up a little bit. Perfect. A large message in the middle of your screen is rarely enabled by default, but you can enable it for any boss ability when looking at specific boss encounter settings. Okay, I see what it means. Exact positioning. Obviously in the center. Good deal. Countdown at 5 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Good deal.
1.
That's what that's for. Messages are fine. Bars are also fine. The timeline is also fine. Okay. Cool. So Big Wigs is now also set up. Okay. I think that's it, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. I just need to do. That's the tooltip. We'll just leave it as it is. What about the objective tracker? That's completely minimized out. All right. Buff frames, that's also fine. The talking head will keep up there. Exit, pet bar, cast bar. That works. All right, yeah, so I guess that's it then. Everything on this, everything on the DK is set up now. Perfect. So, well, DF. I guess the main over here is the text. Health text. So I want that to be a little bigger. And we'll also increase the name text a little bit bigger. No. That's fine. That's also good. All right. Yeah. So we're solid there. So now the main thing is, okay, let's reload, make sure everything's saved. And then the main thing is to see if this will easily transfer between specs, because that is going to be the biggest issue here. So for ARC, settings, no. That's fine as is. ARC or Profile Manager. All right. So this is the default. For spec profiles with full layout snapshots, supporters... supports talent-based auto switching. All right, so we're gonna do. This is blood. Created blood. Save the layout. Solid. Now, cannot save profile during restoration. Please wait. Waiting for it to save. All right. And, okay, so. Obviously. Right, so if I switch to, let's say, Unholy, it's going to fuck all this all up. Okay, so resources stay the same. Resources are fine. This is not fine. All right. There's no talents either. Okay. I'm just going to import in real quick a standard Unholy. Single target. Import. What is this? This is ST. All right. That's good. Now, we have, okay, we've got pets, Arc UI. Okay, there is no saved setting for that. Okay, so if I go, let's go back to blood. And this should, shit. All right, so this will remove everything back to where it was. Okay, good deal. Now, let's go back into Arc, Profile, Blood, Rename, Reset Default, Reset the default profile, Factor Settings, Empty Layout with Default Group. No. Okay. Current Setting Overview. Current spec is Blood. We have 3 groups, 1 free icon, 3 layout profiles, 1 icon setting. Okay, Export Settings, right? Includes group, structure, position, size. We keep that. Icon includes which icons are assigned to which groups and slots. Nope. Includes per icon visual customization. Nope. Global aura cooldown. Nope. Includes spacing, scale, direction settings per viewer type. Okay. Includes layout profiles with talent conditions. No. We'll do export string, copy paste. Now we go back to Unholy. Just gonna move everything around. Just let it load. All right, we're Unholy. And we'll just do UH as a new one. We will import settings, accept. Valid export detected from Grognal. Version 1, group. Yes, yes, yes. Import options, import settings. Yes. Reload. Please work. Okay, that did not work. No, everything's here. So why? Spell is learned, waiting for CDM. Okay, hold up. CDM. Scan. Right? Reset all icon positions to default CDM layout. Defaults. It's not that. Groups, placeholder. Scan it. Rescan the CDM viewers for icons and auto assign unassigned icons to their default groups. Found 0 icons, assigned 0 icons. Great, nice. Okay, so why didn't it auto place them in the groups? That's why. That should do it, right? No. Okay. Uh... I'm so confused as to why it didn't auto-populate those into the right groups. All default groups already exist. Yeah, but it's not fucking putting them in the game. Or it's not putting them where they need to go. Dude, this is annoying. What if I do this? That didn't do shit. Okay. So I guess I have to, like, manually move everything? What if I... Yeah, it just moves that. That's weird, dude. What the fuck? Why can't I click on... I feel like this is not working as intended. Edit all visible. I'm just gonna, like, continue to try to break things, because obviously this isn't working right. Okay. So what is that button? Enable CDM styling. Master toggle to enable to / disable all CDM icon styling and group management. Customize, use the filter drop down to switch between cooldowns, auras. Yeah, but it's not putting them inside of the right window. Like, that's what's fucking weird. Now it moves. Why the fuck did it not move before that? All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So festering strike, obviously. Scourge. Yeah. So now it works. Okay, bet. Epidemic. Here. Utility. Yeah, that's kind of annoying that you have to... Okay. Oh, that's right. Soul Reaper is unholy. But there's 2 of them. Why is there 2 of them? Alright, let's just get rid of some of this stuff that we don't need. Lesser goal. Don't need that. Virulent plague, infected claws, lesser goal. Oh god, dude. It's great once everything is like set up, but it's just a matter of getting everything set up. Why can I not click on bro? So some of these I can't click and drag. Because it's not displayed? No. AMS should be here, though. AMS is right here. And now it works. Homie. Wow. Yeah, this is super buggy. This is super buggy. Soul Reaper. I guess you can only click things at this. So you can only move things after you toggle it on the menu. First, I guess. So if I move this, no, I still can't click that. AMS. Yeah, I still can't click that. Jesus Christ. Bro. Now it works. Yeah, now it works. It's buggy. It's frickin' buggy. Lichborn. Mind freeze. Set asphyxiate. Alright, so buffs. Oh my gosh, show me. Wow. Good God, bro. Does this matter? No, it doesn't matter at all. This is not as fluid as I thought it would be. Like, I hate to say it, but you're literally going to spend, like, quite a bit of time just originally setting your characters up. Oh my gosh. Because if I remove this, it's going to move them all down below. Right? Yeah. So now what? Now I can't do shit. So it has to be that. Okay. Okay, maybe by resetting it does that? I don't know. All right, open cooldown manager. We have essential cooldowns. Yes. Remove. Let's see. Utility cooldowns. That's festering scythe. Death charge. Okay, so maybe it's like a small bug with. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's the menus that are like conflicting with each other. God bless. All right, well, you know. So it's not like a super easy import process. That's kind of really disappointing. But I get it. So it's time consuming. But at least... Okay, let me... All right, so let me try right now. I'm going to switch over to Frost. All right, so we switched to Frost. That's why has that reset? New layout. Boom. Okay, we've got that straight. Let's open up Arc. And all I'm going to do while dragging individual icons within groups auto enables when options panel open. Okay. That's fine. Let's default. Okay. Well, it didn't do that for Unholy. Why the fuck did it not do that for Unholy? It literally did exactly what I needed it to do for Frost. Okay. Let's go back to Unholy. I'm going to reset the Unholy profile and try this one more time. Because that should have, like... Yeah, this is ridiculous. All right, Profile Manager. Just go default. Where's everything at? Spell not currently learned. Spell is learned. Waiting for CDM. Scan and go. Holy moly, bro. Okay. Profile Manager. Reset the default profile to factory settings. Okay. There we go. That's just... No, it's still not the default. Alright, recovered is fine. I guess. Let's try this time. Bro, I feel so defeated with this. This is ridiculous. I don't understand what the fuck it's doing. Alright, so we switched to blood. Everything populates exactly as it should. Centered. Everything's right. Okay, so we go to Frost. Everything is right there. Let me import talents real quick just to make sure. ST. Rider. It updated perfectly fucking fine. But now when I go to Unholy, it's fucked. I am so confused as to why I have to do this. Raise ally as utility, which is down here. Okay, so utility, we have this. Icebound. I'm going to have to play with it. I'm going to have to add more buttons for Unholy, I guess. Because there's too many to track. All of that is fine. All of that there, all of this is necessary. Yeah, all that is necessary. So the buffs, right, Sudden Doom. I don't think I really need to have that tracked because it has the on-screen effect. Lesser goal. I have to have lesser goals up. Dark Transformation empowers you. Commander of the Dead. That's from Dark Transformation. Dark Transformation. Wraith Walk is utility. Yeah, so I have to make different... I have to do different changes here. Okay. But at least... Actually, you know what? Alright, so we know that that pretty much works as it needs to. All that's the same. Let's try switching over. Yeah, that stays the same. All right, so let's see if this easily transfers over to the shaman. Let's see. We'll see if this easily transfers over, and then I'm pretty much just going to call it for the day, because I'm about at my limit with this. This is... It's been quite a bit of work. Some of your talents have been referred. Yeah. Cooldown manager disabled. Yeah. Fix. And reload. Alright. So we have that. Excuse me. New layout is correct. So if we go in now to Arc UI, load the group layout, and I go to Blood, and I hit load. That has all that there. Scan, reload. Fucking works. Fucking works. So for some reason, I guess maybe just because I was messing with it on Unholy, it didn't easily transfer over. But this is, yeah, that's perfect. Okay, bet. Yeah. We're good. Okay. And then I can just go in and I have to open the cooldown manager if I want to change anything. But like, so for now, essential cooldowns are all here. Okay, yeah. Because my talents have reset. Let's just do a quick import. Classic, Restoration Shaman. Talents. Want to import this real quick. We'll do... I'm just going to do Totemic since that's what I've been using. Come on. Raid. Totem. Import. And make sure this stuff updates accordingly. Yep. Okay. I think I get it now. The server shut down in 15. Your bindings are copied to this and provided custom. Yeah. Okay, so I think it's when I want to say that stuff's good. Default, go to blood. Let's try this one more time. Okay. So the buffs have changed. Coalescing water. Yeah, it's moved. Okay. Coalescing water. Nature swiftness. Okay, yeah, so like some certain abilities and stuff, it does not auto place it. Even then, though, like... I have it to fill. Oh. Essential. Oh, okay. Right, it doesn't do it until you change it. Center. It didn't change it. Oh my god, dude. Okay, is it because... This sucks, dude. There's like no simple way to do this. Riptide. Tide Totem. Wind Rush Totem. Spirit Walker's Grace. Nature Swiftness. But it's like down here, bro. Why? Oh, okay. Does it, so you can't, hold on. Let me pull this back out and just see. Because cooldown manager's open. Okay. Dude, this is so finicky. Holy shit. But there we go. Okay, so it basically still works the exact same way, and then you can just, gotcha, import. Okay, so that will suffice then. Yeah, that suffices. I'm pretty happy with that then. Bet. All right. A little bit more fiddling around I'll have to do on my off time. But that's it. So... Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for stopping in on the stream today. Let's see. Thank you guys on YouTube. I see the likes. Thank you on TikTok, all the likes. Thank you for the gifts as well. I see some of you lurking. I appreciate it. Sorry, this is a little different. Just figured I had to do this anyway, so I figured I would just jump on and stream. Tomorrow we will be back. Normal stream content. Tomorrow we'll be finishing, or we'll be picking up where we left off on Classic WoW. So we'll be level 43, working towards level 44. And yeah, but that's going to be pretty much it for today. Got our UI pretty much straight now. It's just a matter of getting used to how to import and change things. I will as well, once I get my UI completely finalized, hopefully by tonight. I'll share links and import codes with everybody so that you can import and do as you please. I'll try to push that out by Friday. If not, it'll be first of the week. So, all right. Awesome. Welcome to the midnight pre-patch. And yeah, I hope everybody has a good rest of your day. I will see you in the next one. I'll see you tomorrow.